Good morning again. Sun continues to shine here in Glasgow. Uh, a couple of you had asked me about the Tiger video and just what did I see that was going on in that, and maybe explain it, maybe even do a voiceover, which I haven't quite got the technological skills to do yet, but I'm looking into it. To me, Tiger was doing what he's always done throughout his life, and if you ever read his book by Rudy Duran, who was his first coach, Tiger did nothing but play. He solved problems. That's all Rudy did. He just created problems. And what was fascinating about Tiger, Rudy said, was that when he solved the problem, he didn't want to then move on to the next problem. He wanted to see if he could solve the same problem in different ways. And it's that kind of exploratory genius, I think, that has led us to see the most successful, creative, shot-making player of modern day golf. What was he doing? I think if you look at the ball flight, you'll see he was influencing that. He was flighting the shots down at times, which he didn't change club to do that. He just influenced the way he delivered the club. He was shaping the shots. So the first one was kind of flighted, a little bit more cutty, kind of into the, I think it was the right hand pin. So different delivery again. And then he went to some extremes. He went to a really quirky finish, which he kind of cut across the thing. To me, he was probably trying to make the ball land and spin right. And then he went to the draw, which was probably the most extreme of all, and that was swinging the club so far to the right. That's what it looked like at setup. Club face wide open. So anything but appropriate, you would have thought, for a draw. And then he's hitting this low little draw spin into the back pin, which I think it was about 40 yards away. He was just messing about, having fun, learning, exploring, and I think it's something that we should all be consider doing, because that's how skills are learned. One thing it did evoke me to think about was aim, because again, some people have asked about aim, and aim primarily being based on the leading edge of the golf club. That's what most people consider aim. You must aim that correctly. I don't buy that, unfortunately. I would ballpark it, but it's only a pre-swing aim, so it's a visual checkpoint that says yes, that club's aimed correctly. The most critical aim is the one that takes place at impact. That's where the club is pointing is critical, and that's a feeling. So the visual aim at address may make you feel comfortable and confident, but the real aim that's going to give you the shot that you're looking for is the feeling aim at impact as the club swings. So there are two aims. One is not absolutely critical, and one is, and it's the one that is that we can't see, and that's the one that we probably need to learn most about. But if you look at it from a slightly different perspective, this is a golf hammer, which I designed, and we sell them, and they've definitely got a really nice use when it comes to seeing things from a different perspective. This is a golf nail, and it's a lovely addition to the golf hammer. I can imagine how hammers and nails join together. It also reminds me about alignment poles. If you use alignment poles, to me, if you're like most people, you'll use them across your feet. I tend not to think that is of value. If this alignment pole is attached to the ball, it shows you the line of force that we need to deliver the hammer on to hit the nail in. And it's the yellow line. It's nothing to do with an alignment pole across my feet. It's this yellow pole that's going to dictate how this thing moves. So to me, if you were using an alignment pole, I'd be putting it out in front of the ball and pointing at either your target line or your start point of your ball. Then you don't need to visualize it. A joiner doesn't need to visualize when he's got a nail, because it's all there in front of him. It's when we're looking at a ball in isolation and we start visualizing shots, I think we're just bringing the task to life, and that allows us then to correlate a technique that ties in with that task. So golf nails bring the task to life. We don't need to then visualize anything. However, going back to aim, if I was hammering this nail with this hammer, the one thing I would never consider to address is ensuring that the hammer was perpendicular before I swung it back. I wouldn't even probably touch the nail with it. I would probably just hold it in a position that I felt I can influence at impact, because that's the key and critical moment. I don't think Andy Murray would aim his tennis racket even if the ball was stationary. before he swung it back. It just doesn't tie in with so many other endeavours. But we tie us in with golf. And I know I said we're going to get to putting, and we are, and I'll explain and explore that a little bit further with that. So that's aim. There are two aims in this game. And one we need to consider is the one we can't see. So I know everyone were going a bit stir crazy with this lockdown, even though I've given you some things to explore. Eventually they get boring, don't they, as well, even though you stay committed if you can. However, I was just wondering if it would be of interest for any of you out there to be involved in more of a coaching scenario with me. I'd be happy for the first, let's say, 4 or 5 guys or girls who would like to explore this further, and we'll do some online coaching, remote online coaching, and see if we can come out of lockdown and over the next few weeks have you more able and ready to develop your skills when we actually get to the golf course. So if you would like to do that, and we'll do it privately, and if we want to share any videos on YouTube, that'll be fine, but we'll do it away from the eyes of the world until we feel we've got something to share and you're comfortable doing that. So drop me a line. You can do it on YouTube initially, or drop me a personal line, kendall@igcoaching.co.uk. If you go to the website, instinctivegolfcoaching.co.uk, then you'll get my phone number. Drop me a WhatsApp text, and we'll probably use that platform to do the coaching. Happy to do that. There'll be no charge involved. Bit of fun, but hopefully of some use. So there's an offer for anyone who's out there. First 5 people, you're welcome to join me. I will, as I said, cover putting probably tomorrow morning, and we'll explore that a little bit further. But good luck with your journey, and like Tiger, get exploring. See you then. Bye.